Hello, second graders. My name is Monica, and I'm a certified teacher in Tennessee. I'm glad that you joined me today. We're going to do a number talk together. Number talks are a way to develop number sense by thinking about all of the ways that we can add and subtract numbers mentally. Let's get started. I'm going to write an expression on this paper, and I'm going to ask you to think about what you think the answer might be. And then I'm going to ask you how you thought about it. Okay, are you ready for the first one? Here we go. 10 plus 2. Beth, I see that you have an answer. What do you think the answer is to 10 plus 2? Beth says that she thinks the answer to 10 plus 2 is 12. Beth, can you tell us how you thought about that? Interesting. So Beth said that she thought about 10 plus 2, and she was thinking about a number line. So how did you use the number line? So Beth says that she started with 10, and then she counted on 2 more. 1 more, 2 more. 10, 11, 12. So she saw that the answer to 10 plus 2 is 12. Did anybody think of it in a different way? Ah, Lori, tell us how you thought about 10 plus 2. So you were thinking about 10 frames. Okay, Lori said that she was thinking about a full 10 frame. So this is a 10 frame that has all of its spaces filled. So this is 10. There are 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. And then what, Lori? Tell us what you thought about next. Okay, so Lori started with a full 10 frame, and then she thought about another 10 frame that only has 2 of its spaces filled. This is the 10, and this is 2. So 10, 11, 12. Very good. That's interesting. Did anybody think of it differently? We're going to hear from one more person. Matt, tell us how you thought about it. So Matt was thinking about connecting cubes. And he saw that if he has 10 cubes, he just needed to add 2 more cubes. So 10, 11, 12. So we were all counting on, and we were all counting on from 10. So I'm thinking about the number 10. I would call 10 a friendly number. 10 is a friendly number because it's easier to start with a 10 and add more to it. We have lots of different things that we can help us to visualize 10, like the 10 frame or a 10 rod, or you might call these a 10 train. So let's do the next one. And I want us to think about how we could use this fact to help us with the others. Ready for the next one? Okay. The next one is 9 plus 2. Are you thinking about it? Good. Juan, I see that you have an answer. Would you like to share with us? Juan says that he thinks the answer to 9 plus 2 is 11. I see that a lot of us agree with that. Juan, how did you think about 9 plus 2? Oh, so Juan says that he knows that 10 plus 2 is 12, and 9 plus 2 is just one less than 10 plus 2. So 1 less than 12 is 11. Very good. Did anybody else think of it differently? Sarah. Sarah, how did you think about 9 plus 2? All right. So Sarah was thinking about the 10 frames again. And Sarah was thinking about a full 10 frame and 2 more. But Sarah, this is 10 plus 2. Oh, okay. So Sarah took one of these away to make it 9 and just moved it here. 9 plus 2 is the same thing as 10 plus 1. Interesting. So 9 plus 2 is 11. And that's the same thing as 10 plus 1. Very good. Thanks for sharing that strategy with us. Let's do another one. Are you ready? Here's the next one. 9 plus 8. Torian, I see that you have an answer. Would you like to share with us how you thought about 9 plus 8? Okay, Torian said that he was thinking about 9 plus 8, and he wanted to make this 9 a friendlier number. So he made the 9 a 10. Let's see what that looks like on the number line. On the number line, I can start with 9 and add 8. Or, like Torian said, he gave 1 to the 9. and started with 10 and then counted up how many? Torian says that he took one away from the 8 to give it to the 9. So now he's really just adding on 7 instead of 8. So 10 plus 7 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's see what that looks like in numbers. Just numbers. Torian said he took 1 away from the 8, which makes that 7. And he gave this 1 to the 9 to make that a 10. So now he has 10 plus 7. And 10 plus 7 is the same as 9 plus 8. And that equals 17. Very good. Let's do another one. All right. 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9. Oh, wow. I see a lot of you have different strategies that you'd like to share. Let's see. We're just going to have time to hear from a few. Addie, how did you think about 9 plus 9? Oh, Addie thought about 9 plus 9 as some of those doubles facts. 9 plus 9 is one of the doubles facts. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Right. So, did anybody think about it differently? Okay, Juan. Juan was thinking about 9 plus 9. Let me move this a little bit. Juan was thinking about 9 plus 9 on the 10 frames. And he was thinking that he could make the 9 plus 9. Here's the 9. And here's the other 9. Let's see if I can move that a little so you can see it. 9 on that one and 9 on this one. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops, 9. There you go. 9 plus 9. Now, then what did you do, Juan? I see. So he gave one of these 9s to this 10 frame, to this 9, so that this could now be a full 10. And 10 plus, how many do we have here now? 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. So 10 plus 8 is the same thing as 9 plus 9. They both equal 18. Lori, you want to share your strategy? Okay. Lori started out with two 10 rods or 10 trains. There are 10 here and 10 here. So she needed to take one away from each of these so that they could be 9 plus 9. Now I have 9 plus 9. Now, what did you do next, Lori? Okay, Lori says she just gave one of these 9 cubes to this one so that it could be a full 10 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Very good. Wow, we had several ways that we were able to get to 18. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Good job making 9 a friendly number. Let's do another set. We change papers, get a clean sheet. Try not to make a mess. Okay. Let's do some more. You ready for the next one? The next set is 20 plus 5. Lily, tell us how you were thinking about this problem. Okay, Lily says that she knows that 20 plus 5 equals 25 because 20 is just 2 tens. 2 tens and 5 more are 25. So, did anybody think about it differently? Sarah says that she added on. So she started with the number 20 and then counted up 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So 20 plus 5 is 25. 20 would be another friendly number. Let's do the next one. The next one is 19 plus 5. Addie, would you like to share with us how you thought about 19 plus 5? Addie says that she thinks 19 plus 5 must be 24. How did you think about that? So Addie decided to make 19 a friendly number by raising it up to 20. So she took 1 away from the 5 and gave it to the 19. So this was given to the 19 to make 19 20. And now we have 20 plus 4. 20 plus 4 is the same thing as 19 plus 5, which equals 25. 24. Sorry. 24. Are you ready for the next one? Let's do one more. 19 plus 7. Okay, Matt, you look like you want to share your strategy for this one. Matt, tell us how you thought about 19 plus 7. Matt says that he did something very similar to this, where he wanted to make 19 a friendlier number. So he gave one of the 7s to the 19. So now he has 20 and 6. So that 19 plus 7 equals 26. Very good. If you would like to practice with some more of these types of problems where you're making friendly numbers, you can find some more number talks in the parent and teacher packet. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you for our next number talk.
I'm going to show you some pictures of dots, and your job is to tell me how many dots you see and how you see them. So look at this picture. How many dots do you see and how you see them? Carlos, you see 3 dots and you see 4 dots. Anybody else see them like Carlos? Give me a thumbs up. Tamara, you see them like Carlos. Katie, you do as well. And Sydney, you see them that same way. That's great. So let's think about how many we see. Carlos, how many do you see in this first group? 3. Can we write that as a math expression? Sure, we can. 3. And Carlos, how many do you see in this picture? 4. So let's think about how many we have all together. How can we count them? Yes, we can count on. We can start with our first group of 3 and count on. Let's do that together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 dots in all. 3 and 4 more make 7. Did anybody else get 7? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, I see you, Keisha. You counted 7 with us as well. Carlos, I have a question for you. When you saw these 4 dots, did you see them as 4 or did you have to count them? You just saw them as 4? Because they reminded you of a dice from when you play games with your family. That's wonderful. Yeah, it reminds me of that too because I play games with my family. Okay, we ready to try another one? Let's do it. This is a little bit different, right? So let's think about how many dots you see and how you see them. All right, Katie. Katie, you see a group of 6. Katie, how did you see that group? You knew there were 4 and you counted on 2 more? 4, 5, 6. That's great. Katie, what else did you see? You see another group of 6 because they look the same, right? They're kind of mirrored. Yeah, can we write a math expression, Katie, to show how many dots you see on this page? How many we're in our first group, everyone? I hear everyone saying 6. What about in our second group? 6. Oh, that's right, Joshua, that's a double. 6 and 6 is 12. Some of you know your doubles pretty quick, but could we have counted them if we didn't know our doubles? Sure, we could have. We could have used our counting on strategy. We could have started with our first group 6 and counted on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Did anybody see these dots in a different way? Oh, LeBron, you saw them in groups of 3. Tell me about that, please. You saw a group of 3 here, a group of 3 here, a group of 3 here, and a group of 3 here. So you saw 4 groups of 3. LeBron, how could you count those? You could count by 3. You're exactly right. So we could say 3, 6, 9, 12. Or we could still write a math expression. Since we know we have 4 groups of 3, we could say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12.